Hi everybody, Rufus Jobber here. Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 57 of A Broken Heart. It's time for Mayhem, our pay-per-view in November. It's Sunday the 29th. A few matches on the card. We've got the big gauntlet match. Possibly an easy card to predict, maybe apart from one or two matches. So let's just crack on. We kick off a couple of pre-show matches. Psychotic taking on Right and Dandy. We get a decent pre-show match. Psychotic gets the win in, 8 minutes 50 when Psychosis 2 pinned Alex Wright with a tope suicide. Never heard of that one, but oh well. 55 wrestling rating, 39 crowd, 62 overall. Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything too much from this particular pre-show match. I didn't choose the winner again, so it gave me Psychotic. I thought it might, based on sort of popularity. Chris Benoit teams up with Roddy Piper to take on the Faces of Fear, another pre-show match. We had good heat and decent wrestling. Chris Benoit and Roddy Piper get the win in 12 minutes 54. Chris Benoit submitted Meng with a crippler crossface. 64 wrestling, 56 crowd, 69 overall. Yeah, not too bad. Gorilla Monsoon and Mike Tenay are on the commentary team for this particular show, and yeah, they have good chemistry. So I don't remember seeing that before. Probably have. So no, that's all good to see. Let's head into the main show. We kick off with an opening hype video, as we normally do on our pay-per-views. Gets a rating of 72, exclusively, I say exclusively, it doesn't really matter, but, featuring these guys. Maybe there's a couple more in the package as well, but I'm not going to go and list every single wrestler that's on the card tonight in this opening hype video, but it does its job. 72 rating. Both, tell a lie. One of the storylines gained heat from this segment. One of them lost heat, which is unfortunate. But yeah, 72 to open us up. Let's head to ringside. La Parka takes on Rick Steiner in our opening match, and it's a win for La Parka in a decent match. He wins it in 7 minutes 14 by pinfall with a skull bomb. And it's a 56 wrestling rating, 48 crowd rating, 63 overall. I don't remember putting this one on the card that I showed you last week. Maybe I didn't, but hey, card's subject to change, and it's something a little bit extra for you. Maybe I did. I just honestly can't remember. But yeah, that kicks us off. I'm going to try and remember to write down the in-ring performances from sort of our top performers. I can't imagine 61 and 50 are going to be any of our best, so I'm not going to write those names down just yet. The Dudley Boys cut a pre-match promo against Mortis and Wrath as they prepare to defend the tag team titles. 48 is very disappointing. Let's just get onto the match. 27. That is absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. In a decent wild brawl, really? The Dudley Boys defeated Mortis and Wrath in 10 minutes 28 when Bubba Ray Dudley pinned Wrath with a Bubba Bomb. Dudley Boys make defense number 1 of the Tag Team Championships. Wrath was the weak link. Yeah, what an awful match. 56 wrestling, 47 crowd, 27 overall. How did that get 27? We had a creative finish which flopped. Okay, fine. But there's a lot of green there. We still haven't taken James Vanderberg off from Wrath as manager. There wasn't as good as the usual recent matches between. Do you know what? Yeah, we've used this match a lot. I did get a warning. Didn't think it'd have this sort of an effect though. Yeah, we need more tag teams. Kurt Angle cut a pre-match promo against his opponent Arn Anderson. This was supposed to be Bobby Eaton before he got injured, but he will be taking on Arn Anderson. And it's just a pre-match promo, rating of 60. Let's head to the match. And it is a win for Kurt Angle. Good heat, subpar wrestling. He gets the win in 8 minutes 40 by submission with the ankle lock. We are just trying to get Kurt Angle over. As you know, we are sticking a rocket up his backside. They didn't click, which was a shame. Yeah, again, these two performances aren't going to be any of our best. 49 wrestling, 55 crowd, 50 overall. This isn't looking like a particularly great show at the moment, is it? Booker T and Chris Jericho then feature in a taped promo video, just hyping their feud. Unfortunately, the storyline lost heat. We only got a 68 here. What's going on with this show? Let's just head into the match. 69. What's going on? This is awful. This is an awful show. I really expected better from these two. So fantastic heat and good wrestling. Chris Jericho defeated Booker T in 14 minutes 59 when Booker T was disqualified when Buff Bagwell ran in to attack Chris Jericho. And this was our storytelling match. Yeah, so, I mean, it did its job. We're keeping this feud going for a little bit longer, but 69 wrestling, 77 crowds, 69 overall. I'm really, really disappointed. Chris Jericho was off his game, but it takes two to make a match. I'm not happy with not happy with this so far. Booker T got a 70. I will write that down because the way things are going, I don't know if we're going to get any higher ratings than that. And Chris Jericho with a 68. Well, an 88 rating here, much better. Hollywood Hogan with Gene Okerlund and Scott Hall with Kevin Nash cut pre-match promos. 88, much, much better. It was an angle though. I'll be very interested to see how the match goes. Hollywood Hogan taking on Scott Hall. Couple of bits of green there, fantastic stuff. Let's just head into the match. We need something plus 80. Oh, nearly. In a bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Hollywood Hogan drew with Scott Hall in 12 minutes 10 following a double countout. During the match, we had Kevin Nash running and attack Hogan, and to even the numbers up, Bret Hart came out and attacked Scott Hall. A creative finish was a failure again here. 78 wrestling, 89 crowd, 77 overall. I mean, better, but yeah, just disappointed with these creative finishes. And you know what? I delete everything now that isn't sort of a safe bet or above, and I'm pretty sure this one was near certainty. And we've got absolutely nothing. But I am going to write down Hogan getting an 80, and I guess Scott Hall getting the 76 as well. He needs to possibly get some recognition. He's looking like it's going to be one of our highest scores. And then post-match, we have got Hall and Nash attacking Hogan, and then Bret sort of comes in to make the save. Just to keep the feud going, we were hoping for, hopefully, hoping it was going to increase the storyline heat. It didn't, but it didn't lose either. 75 isn't too bad, and we did have this one, an angle idea was a success. Mysterio X take on Totally Perfect. Now, this match has shocked me. I did not expect a 73 here. I mean, when you think of Rey Mysterio and Six being so low down the card, I mean, I guess it's made up by Kurt Hennig and Lex Luger. Yeah, sure. Still didn't think a 73 though. So what did we get? A superb match. Totally Perfect defeated Mysterio X in 11 minutes 54 when Kurt Hennig pinned Six with a great solution. Kurt Hennig was head and shoulders above everyone else, and Six was the weak link. So 74 wrestling, 65 crowd, 73 overall, and 91 from Kurt Hennig. Well, yeah, I mean, by far our best performer so far. So that's all looking good. Yep, Totally Perfect getting the victory here. Gene Okerlund interviews Goldberg as he cuts a pre-match promo on Raven. There really is nothing else to say about this one. 75, though, does its job. How does the match go down? Well, easy enough prediction. In a bout that had fantastic heat and good wrestling, Goldberg defeated Raven in 6 minutes 38 by pinfall with the spear. 68 wrestling, 74 crowd, and 70 for the rating overall. 81 for Goldberg. I mean, yeah. Now we've seen a 91. It's, if I can't remember if we give 3 people a pep talk or is it 4. But at the moment, it's looking like Goldberg, Hennig, and Hogan. And then we've got some Civil War promos from Bam Bam Bigelow, Diamond Dallas Page, Eddie Guerrero, Sid Vicious, and Sting. Just, pre-match, kind of pre-taped angles as well. Just everyone hyping themselves up and why they think they're going to be the winners of the gauntlet match and go on to Starrcade to take on whoever the champion is going to be. So 63 rating for this angle. And the match gets a 69. Maybe a little bit disappointed. There was a couple of undercard guys on there, but we had a bout that had fantastic heat and good wrestling. Bam Bam Bigelow won a gauntlet for the gold in 36 minutes 16. I didn't choose the order of elimination, actually. I probably should have done, but I didn't. But we had Buff Bagwell eliminated first, then Eddie Guerrero, Diamond Dallas Page, Conan, Sid Vicious, Big Van Vader, Rob Van Dam, Sting, and finally the Giant. Do you know what? I did not. Maybe I did. Hang on, did I? Oh, I did. Okay, I did choose the eliminations, but I didn't go into detail as to who sort of started and who eliminated who. But yeah, so obviously, do you know what? I thought for a minute then that the AI had chosen Bigelow to eliminate the Giant last, seeing as they're feuding, but no, of course, it was me that did it all. So we've got 70 rating for the wrestling, 70 crowd, and 69 for the segment. Let's have a look at the performances here. It doesn't break it down. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? Okay, that's a shame. And then post-match, Bam Bam Bigelow celebrates and intimidates. So he's kind of looking intimidating, but he's obviously celebrating the fact that he's won this match. And then in part 2 of this same angle, he gets interviewed by Gorilla Monsoon. 78 rating. Bam Bam Bigelow will go on to Starrcade to get a world title shot. How many of you predicted that? We then got Royalty interview with Gene Okerlund. We just wanted to slot something in because the Gauntlet match was such a long match. I wanted another angle between this and what's coming up next with the main event. Probably in an ideal world wouldn't have had a Gene Okerlund interview this late on in the show, but like I said, it just kind of made sense to slot this one in to give a bit. Basically we've had the angle with Bam Bam Bigelow, then we have this angle, and it just gives people time to go and have a wee before they need to come back for the main event. That's my thinking. Whether anyone else plays the game like that or not, I don't know. I've sort of mentioned before that I always imagine there's a real crowd there, and how they, when are they getting their piss break? So yeah, 63 rating for this particular one. Nothing fantastic. And then Bret Hart and Kevin Nash cut pre-world title match promos. This is disappointing. 69. I don't know why this show has performed so badly. Is everyone on off day? What's going on? What is going on? Hopefully the actual match can do something. Hopefully we can get. I can't even begin to think we're going to get a plus 90, but we need a plus 80. 76. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with the entire show, to be honest with you. In an exceptional match, Bret Hart defeated Kevin Nash in 14 minutes 33 by pinfall. During the match, we saw Scott Hall run in and attack Bret Hart, and again, to even up the numbers, Hollywood Hogan came out and attacked Nash. Bret Hart makes defense number 2 of the WCW World Heavyweight title. So an 80 wrestling, 85 crowd, 76 overall. Brilliant. If Kevin Nash wasn't off his game, maybe we would have got that plus 80. But Bret Hart getting a 94. Don't really expect anything much less from him. Yeah, Kevin Nash with a 66, which is unfortunate. The storyline advanced. We had a creative finish here, which was a success. Yeah, all good stuff. Let's see what we get. I can't imagine this is going to be anything great. 76. Okay, right on the border. Didn't lose pop. But, yeah, gained in 8 regions. It could have been a lot worse, actually. I'm kind of relieved with that final score. Address the locker room then. I suppose really when I do this, I should be looking out for really bad performances as well. But I always just try to focus on the positive. So, Bret Hart definitely told he was awesome. Who else did we say had a really good Hogan and Kurt Hennig. Kurt Hennig and I think it's Goldberg actually. So let's go Kurt Hennig. I think praise for a great performance. Goldberg complimented on a good performance. Make speech. Bret Hart was happy with your speech. Kurt Hennig was happy with your speech, and Goldberg seemed pleased. Financial report, gained just over 2.5 million. We have not got to worry when it comes to finances. Popularity report, yeah, gaining in a few kind of little regions. And we've got a media scrum. I might just cut this, guys. Sorry. Before we take a look at the emails, you can see from this here, in between the last Nitro and Mayhem, we had an awful lot of contracts coming up for expiry in the next 30 days. And also, a lot of WWF guys' contracts were up for grabs. So we've offered out a few contracts. Some people were going to let go. But yeah, I've just seen this news. WWF are looking at Hogan. Now, obviously, we've offered him a contract. I don't want to get rid of Hogan. I don't want him near the title picture either. I have offered him a contract as a pass the torch. Hopefully he's going to sign because we've passed the torch. He will put people over. We're still talking Hogan, so I'm not going to take that for granted, but he should do if we sign him with that little, it's time for you to pass the torch little thing in the contract. Let's see what the emails are. Hopefully this is a few contracts being tied up. Right, okay, Brooklyn Brawler extends, we weren't after him. I shortlisted everyone in the WWF, so I'm going to get all of their details. I'm not interested in him either. Dustin Rhodes we do want. Now, their offer is being seriously considered, so we need to look at that. I would love to bring Dustin Rhodes in. I mean, we can't bring him in as Gold Dust, and that's fine. I understand that. But yeah, it would be really, really good to bring him in some kind of capacity. So what are the WWF offering? They are offering 25,300 for 2 years. We're offering a lot more for 3. I'm going to offer him a 5-year deal, and I'm going to go 45 because do you know what? I've always admired him. Yeah, come on, sign for me, sign for WCW. You want to come back home, work with your father? Come on. What else we got? Oh yes, so now the WWF have made a contract offer to Hogan. What did it say under the rival bid? Okay, their offer is for 18 months. Why can't I make 18-month contract offers? I can't. I can only go up by years. They've offered 18 months at 234,700. I mean, we're offering a lot more than that, mind you, only for a year. I don't want to lose him, but I don't want to break the bank either. I don't really want to sign him for more than a year either, to be honest. I mean, he's getting on. What do I do, guys? What do I do? Okay, let's think about this. I don't really want him to sign for the WWF. Are we going to offer 2 years? I'll tell you what, I mean, he could transition into a personality after the first year. Yeah. Let's just hope he signs with us. Okay, so let's just get rid of those 2 emails. Jose Estrada Jr., not fussed about him. Kurgan, he looks quite menacing, but no. Mike Barton, I only want to sign him because it's a tag team. Him and I can't remember the other guy's name, but basically the Smoking Guns. Their offer is being seriously considered. Right, what are they offering? 8,280 for 3 years. We're offering 15,000. How can he even think? Do you know what? I'm just going to leave my offer as is. And if he signs, he signs. Psychosis 2 rival bid. Now, they're not the most important tag team to me, but they're still a tag team. I would like to keep him from that perspective. 19,700 for 2 years. Wow, I don't know if I'm prepared to pay that much for him. No, do you know what? They can have him. I'm looking at some other tag teams, and we've got plenty of guys I can look at forming some new ones. I mean, here's another one. Road Warrior Animal and Hawk we've offered contracts to. Oh, hang on, he's not considering this one, which means we will probably sign him. Vince Russo extends deal with WWF. I wasn't interested in him anyway. I mean, from a game perspective, you know what? His booking skill might be quite high. Actually, let's have a look. Actually, no, nowhere near as high as I thought it might be. But what really put me off was this troublemaker. Don't want him. I don't want him. I mean, I know he was like that in real life, but for the game to have it as well, no, don't want him. James Beard opinion, Rob Van Dam is money, strap a rocket to him. Time to heal. Chris Benoit needs time to heal. And there's a pay-per-view buy rate for Mayhem and viewing figures. Okay, well, I'm going to hang around for a bit, actually. I'm going to extend this episode a little bit more because I want to see if some of these contracts come to fruition. Just a quick look at our roster just to see if there are any changes, big changes, important changes. Has Kurt Angle sort of gone up again anywhere? Is he still? He's still going to be recognisable, isn't he? Oh, do you know what? I've got everyone selected. Let's just go for in-ring talent. There we go. That's better. So Kurt Angle, yeah, still recognisable. We'll have a look at his pop in a sec. Steven Regal still recognisable. Look at the number of major stars we've got. This is just Eddie Guerrero's there now. Diamond Dallas Page is back there now. Wow, we have got so many major stars. Right, yeah, just want to have a quick look at Kurt Angle's pop, see what it is now. We had a little bit of a look in the last episode. So we're looking at, look at that, 55 now, and there's a 60. I mean, absolutely fantastic. 30, 30, 30, 40, and now 60. It's not long he'll be well known. Okay, guys, just made a little bit of a boo-boo, actually. I was going to skip a couple of days and see if any of those contracts come in, and then I completely forgot it was Monday and we got a Nitro. I don't want to go through it right now. I don't have time. It's late at night here. So I'm going to leave the episode there. We will obviously have Nitro in the next episode. You may have noticed that I'm uploading this particular series more frequently now. I kind of want it to. I don't want to sort of disrespect it and say I want to get it out of the way. But I looked at it and I thought, if we carry on with uploading an episode every 6 days, this series isn't going to end until October. And I want it to end a little bit earlier than that because I do want to do something new. I do need to wait a little bit until certain mods are released, but you know, I don't want this to last forever. As soon as this one and Invasion are out of the way, I'm going to go with something really, really heavily detailed. I'm going to try it. I'm going to go for it. It'll be the first time I've gone into something with that level of details. I'm going to kind of really go into depth with writing shows and everything and see how that goes for me. Maybe it won't work out, but we'll see. So yeah, kind of made a bit of a boo-boo here. I don't want to go through this right now. So I'll end the episode here. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please give a like and subscribe if you have, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Goodbye.